how was it being on the other side of the table today?
Oh, it's absolutely good. I think it's my first podcast and I really enjoyed it. I always had a vision that I'm not going to go to any random podcast, but because it is from our pageant contestant, so I would have loved to be here, and it's with a great pleasure I would say that it was a fun conversation with you. I would try to do my best. At the same time, I also believe that there should be multiple organizations in the country, because imagine there is a candidate who might not be somebody might not be liked by us, but they should have a chance at any other organization in the country. If somebody does good, I would learn from them. I would try to do better. And it is good for the Indian pageantry if we have multiple organizations who do good. Instead of the dirty politics and putting each other down, if we support each other as the different organizations, it is definitely going to be very healthy for the contestants, aspirants, and for all of us.
And from the previous year pageant 2025, there are so many things that people are talking about, and so much that I want to listen from you and even the audience. So the first thing would be that there were so many dropouts during the pageant. A lot of people said that they had personal reasons. A lot of people blamed you and the organization. What do you have to say about that? And you also mentioned about the shoot at the palace. A lot of girls complained during that shoot and even after the pageant that the shoot was very hectic, the environment was not good. A lot of people were questioning you and the organization. Again, a lot of allegations. What do you have to say about that?
People don't understand that. A lot of people do not know that.
What do you have to say about the dropout of Miss Grand International title in the year 2024?
Okay, so about Rachel dropping out, see, it's a personal choice.
The question is everything okay between you and the Miss Universe organization and even the people from the Miss Grand International organization?
Miss Universe organization, we have great bonds. I think they're possibly one of the best people I've worked with.
Hello everyone, I am Smiti Chabra, your Miss Universe Delhi 2025, and welcome to Unstitched with Smiti. Here we have conversations that are true, honest, and straight from the heart. We talk to people from the fashion, modeling, and pageant industry. Stories that often skip the spotlight. Here we try to unravel and unstitch such stories. So if you are someone who's interested in modeling, pageant, or fashion in general, you are in the right space. And if you know someone who might be interested in entering this world, then share our channel with them. And today, to start this journey, I have none other than the man who is changing the face of Indian pageantry. He is my mentor. He is the reason behind me being your Miss Universe Delhi 2025. He is Mr. Nikhil Anand. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Smiti, for having on the show that you have just started, and it's a pleasure being the first guest.
It's my pleasure that I could have you as a guest. So, how's life?
Life has been good. Finally, I'm getting some time to rest because it's been a long journey. We started the auditions last year in March and then eventually ended up after all the pageants by December.
People know about you being a mentor. You run the organization so well. But I would like to start by asking you something about your personal life. Where did you grow up? What was your story? How did you end up into the pageants? Everything about your childhood, your teenage years.
Okay, so I was born and raised in a very small town of Bihar, which is Darbhanga. And from there, I came to Delhi for my engineering studies. And while engineering, I started my company, Glamanand. And it's been 12 years Glamanand has been functioning, and we are growing every year.
So I also heard that you participated in a pageant. How did that end up happening?
Okay, so my journey with pageantry started with me as a candidate. I took part in 2 pageants initially, which was the state level pageant and then the Northern Region pageant when I was in my teenage. And then while competing, I understood that maybe I can do it better. Maybe I can also start a platform where we can provide opportunities to many more people and we can scale it up in a much bigger manner.
And that's how Glamour happened.
That is how Glamanand happened.
That's interesting. And how was your teenage years, your school years? Were you a studious person or a backbencher? Your friends, anything about your childhood?
Quite studious, definitely. I all the time I only used to study. I did not engage in a lot of extracurricular activities because eventually, when you come from Bihar, parents and the society only wants you to focus on the education, and that is how my teenage years were. When I shifted to Delhi, then I decided that okay, I am living alone. Maybe I can focus on some extra things.
And how did your family react to you switching your careers?
Okay, so initially for the first 2 years, my family was not aware that I have the company. And after 2 years, when I acquired the franchise of Miss Earth and Miss International, because it was going to go in the newspapers, I had to tell them that, okay, I have a company and this is what it started 2 years back. And because I was there to be on the newspapers the next day, I told them that don't take this as a very big surprise or as a shock. This is what I have been doing for last 2 years, and now that I'm going to scale it up, so I'll need your blessings and support.
Were they supportive?
Initially, they were a bit shocked. They did not react to it, but when they saw me in the newspapers, they were absolutely happy. They were elated because they were getting lots of appreciation from people that, oh, your son is doing great. I think he'll do great in the industry. So they were very happy, and since then, they have been very, very supportive.
That's so nice to hear, because girls, when they want to enter pageant industry, they also face such criticism. And when a mentor like you have gone through that path, I think that's very motivating for them as well.
With girls, I think it's even worse because it's not only the parents, it's the external force that actually makes it more difficult. And that is why I always say that behind every successful daughter, there's a father who's trusted her and not the society.
True, that's true. And how is the shift from Bihar to Delhi? Now that you've been living in Delhi since a long time, do you miss Bihar or do you like Delhi, or a combination of both?
Now that if you ask me, I would say that I consider every part of India as my home. I grew up in Bihar, definitely that will always be my first love. But Delhi gave me lots of opportunities. Delhi came up with lots of opportunities. I met a lot of people, and Delhi gave me my career. So definitely, I love both the places, and they both will have a special place in my heart.
Anything from Bihar that you would like to highlight? People have a lot of misconceptions about Bihari people, about the state in general. Any norm that you would like to break out here? It's not like that. Bihar is evolving.
See, honestly, I know that maybe because of many political reasons also, Bihar has been behind many states, and I would not disagree to that, definitely. But we do have incredible minds who have been contributing to this country in many, many, many ways, and I think the entire nation is aware of it now. The only thing I would want people to have more acceptance towards them, because I believe that even a vegetable vendor, he contributes to the society in a very you can say that they contribute in a very prominent way. Imagine if there is nobody there to clean your house, your life will be a mess. We must respect everybody who's contributing to our life, no matter what. So acceptance is important. We must respect everybody's work, and that is what I believe in.
And now that you're living in Delhi, a lot of things are happening in Delhi, be it the air quality, be it the dogs getting, certain sentences from the Supreme Court. What is your say on that?
Air quality, I would say that I think it's high time we should react to it, we should oppose it, because as a citizen of the country, we must demand the basic things that everybody deserves, and there's no excuse that can be given. We deserve to have clean air and the right place to live, and we must ensure that there is women's safety in the country. There are few important things that have been ignored over decades now, but I think it's high time we demand what is required, and there should be no excuses to that. The government must take the accountability of these things.
Absolutely. I'd like to ask a personal question. I'd also give you a reason why I'm asking it. So are you single, married, or in a relationship or situationship that's happening? I'll tell you why you're single. And why I asked this was because so many people in the pageant, and apart from the pageant, the audience is watching it, often relates you to contestants and girls. How true is that, and how do you take that?
There's so many stories, there's so many rumors that keep coming because, and the good thing is that every year it keeps changing. So at least they don't target particular person. I believe that it's a part of my life now because I have to take certain rumors and certain allegations, but I choose not to respond to it because I think it's baseless. Every year we do pageants, there will be some new stories because people are interested to talk about it. And when it's about me, they try to take more and more interest in it. And I believe that all my contestants have seen that how workaholic I am and how much time I give it to my work. I believe that nobody even calls me without any work.
And sometimes I call you for work and you're so occupied that I have to get to you through your managers. So I know how busy you are.
And that is true. So what happens that with this lifestyle, the amount of work I do, I never had a life of my own, honestly. For last 1 decade, I've given too much to my work that I literally had no life of my own.
Do you miss having a personal life?
I sometimes do miss. I love playing cricket with my friends. I love hanging out with my friends. I still have my school friends in like who keep coming to me. We do have get-togethers. We cook together. We have a party together, and then we do play cricket sometimes.
That I've seen during the pageant as well. So most of the time you were so occupied, and whenever you got a little window, you and all the team members used to play cricket, and you're like, oh, we have to be saved from the ball because the ball was going in all directions.
That is what keeps us mentally happy, and that is our space to run, so that a little bit of cricket keeps us very motivated and very energetic.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we all should have at least one sport now that we see that where the generation is going, all the health diseases and things like that. Also, I'd like to ask you a few things about the pageant that just happened. Let's start on a good note first. So, you have so many franchisees with you right now, but there are still left. Do you feel that you someday might have them all, or still have some pageant franchisees that you do not have right now?
See, I do not think about it every day, but if I get an opportunity to serve as the national director, I would try to do my best. At the same time, I also believe that there should be multiple organizations in the country, because imagine there is a candidate who might not be liked by us, but they should have a chance at any other organization in the country. It also keeps the options open for the candidates, and we also have an opportunity to do better. If somebody else does better, we have a benchmark set. We all learn from each other. I take it in a very positive way. If somebody does good, I would learn from them. I would try to do better. And it is good for the Indian pageantry if we have multiple organizations who do good. Instead of the dirty politics and putting each other down, if we support each other as the different organizations, it is definitely going to be very healthy for the contestants, aspirants, and for all of us.
Two things from the answer you said. First, what makes you dislike or not like a contestant? And second, what are the franchisees that you are aiming to have in your organization?
Okay, so the pageants I have may have different criteria. Like Miss Universe looks for a different kind of candidate. Miss International looks for a different kind of candidate. Miss World may look for a different kind of candidate. If somebody fits more for my pageant, I would be more keen on having those contestants who fit our pageants more. But the contestant who may do better at Miss World or maybe at any other pageant, they should have a chance with the other organization as well. So it's very important that the candidate should get the right platform. So it's very, very important. And about the other franchisees, I'm not in talks with anybody right now as of now. But yeah, if it happens, definitely it will be announced publicly.
Though we are aware of the franchisees you have right now, but would you want to make it like a little more public about the franchisees you have, Miss, Mrs. category, Mr. category with you?
Currently, when I talk about the Miss category, we have Miss Universe, then we have Miss International, Miss Charm International, we have been sending the candidates. Miss Global is there. Miss Multinational, it's resuming, so definitely Miss Multinational would be there. Miss Tourism is there. These are the franchises as of now for the Miss pageant. In the teenagers, like almost all the major pageants are under us because I own the national and international pageants both. And coming to the Mrs. category, we'll be sending the candidates very soon to some of the international pageants. In the Mr. category, we have the candidate who will represent India at Mr. Universe.
And that's how you know how busy of a person he is. So, one more question that I've been asked a lot to ask you, that what is that one thing that these contestants must work on so that at least they're able to clear the state auditions?
See, there's no substitute to the preparation. I mean, all the candidates who have been to Miss Universe India, they know that there's no substitute to the preparation because no favor is going to be done. Even if I know you for multiple years, I have a lot of candidates who have been my teen contestants who are very dear to me, they come back. But this platform is for everybody. The moment they compete for Miss Universe India, it all starts at zero. So it's very important that they must have prepared themselves for the auditions. They should not think like, okay, we know the organization, we'll have an upper hand. No, it's not going to happen.
Is there any favorism from, not from you, but from anybody from the organization side?
See, I'll tell you, we are humans. Yeah. Definitely, you cannot do things on the professional front, but personally, I mean, we all are humans. We all wish that, okay, I wish that this candidate makes it there. So even if the team, if they are close to any of the candidate, imagine somebody from a teen category, they would always think like, oh, we wish. There's a wish. There's no favoritism, but there's wish that, okay, we wish that she makes it over there. It is almost like that.
Has it ever been like you or anybody from the organization really wanted somebody to win, but they ended up either being a first runner-up or not even getting a placement?
It has happened many times. A lot of favorites of mine never win. As an individual, I'll definitely have my own favorite. But as a judge, I cannot do that. And it has happened so many times that my favorites have not won.
So is it something that you have to not be a Nikhil Anand favorite to be the winner, or?
No, it's not like that. Sometimes the favorites have also won. It is only that I would say that you have to be good at your work. Because when I'm sitting on that judging table, I'm not gonna look at who is there. I will only consider the contestant number and she'll be marked. If you do good, you're gonna be marked well.
Right. And from the previous year pageant 2025, there are so many things that people are talking about and so much that I want to listen from you and even the audience. So the first thing would be that there were so many dropouts during the pageant. A lot of people said that they had personal reasons. A lot of people blamed you and the organization. What do you have to say about that?
When the candidates dropped out, they personally came and said that they had their personal reasons. And eventually they ended up narrating the different stories online, which definitely I did not respond to majorly because I was busy doing our pageant. And I don't know that what led to it, but yeah, there was a lot of negativity as well this year. Because eventually, like every year, like people do start assuming that this candidate is winning, that candidate is winning, she's getting favored. If somebody appears twice on Instagram, they'll be like, okay, maybe that candidate is a favorite. If somebody wins multiple sub-contests, they'll be like, okay, maybe that candidate is being favored. So that happens. It's very, very common. And the only thing is that this year the pageant was not even that hectic how it was in 2024. Just 2 days of things, and we did have people who broke the rules and regulations. They started passing out the information publicly, which was narrated in the negative manner online. And that led to ruining the peace of the competition. That led to a lot of chaos. There were contestants who thought that because they have an experience upper hand, because I'll tell you a story. We were having a shoot with a designer and with our jeweler, Sona Chandi Jewelers, at the palace. And there was a candidate who spoke that I am a very senior model. I would not like to stand behind a newbie.
Okay, because I was there at the shoot. I'm shocked that something like that happened.
Yeah, because these were the statements. Imagine like you're at a pageant and you still feel that you're superior to everybody. I don't allow that. At my pageant, you might be a senior model, but if you're competing, everybody is equal and you're going to get no extra favor. No favoritism is going to be done. And that is when I think the balance started getting worse. And then I also got to know that somebody was passing out the information, negative things. They were conspiring against the other candidates, which eventually I spoke that I'll definitely find out. And that is when they thought that they're not going to make it.
And that's how like some of them
I
decided.
think that maybe they might have thought that they're not going to make it. And some of them had the contractual reasons as well, which is absolutely fair. I understand. One thing that will change that this time the contracts will be given even before the finalists are announced.
Okay.
So that we have no backouts. I respect everybody's individual choice if they want to enter the agreement, while it was already known to everybody that there is a long contract with Glaminan. If you be the part of Miss Universe India, you have to have a contract. So maybe it might be a reason that they had done so many mistakes already that they thought that they may not have a chance.
So for the contract, even I signed it. Some points were a little strict, but honestly, it has never created a problem for me also as a member of the team. I mean, it's okay to be in the contract, and if you have good terms with the organization, they let you do what you want to. So I don't think it's like completely binding you.
As an organization, I want my candidates to grow. I have not been there that, okay, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. If there is an opportunity, if you think that the organization is not responding quickly, you can take a call. No organization gives you this liberty. And when you talk about the contract, I believe that the contract system is there with all the major pageants in India. It's not the first time. And if somebody makes an excuse of that, then maybe you're not prepared to represent India at any major pageant, because that is going to be the part and parcel. I am spending crores of rupees over you, and if you have nothing to offer in return, I believe that we ask the candidates to give out some deliverables. I don't think any pageant would have given these many gifts to the candidates. A lot of candidates, they do all the collaborations with a lot of brands. But when it was done through the pageant, some of them also criticized that, okay, there's so many deliverables that is being asked. While there were not even many reels, my team was making the reels. The organization had arranged the different teams to make the reels. Only a couple of them were asked to make, and that was even felt difficult. So this time we'll be very, very clear with the terms and conditions that these are the requirements. And as a contestant, you must adhere to the rules and regulations.
Since I had a word with you before this, I know your mindset behind making the girls make those reels and posts. Would you want to share that with the audience?
Okay, so when we got approached, because our reach jumped like anything, so a lot of brands were in touch with us. I also thought that if the girls are there as an influencer, it opens up an opportunity for my candidates that they can make money through the influencer reels and other posts that they can make after the pageant. Pageant was a good platform where they can associate with the big brands. Otherwise, getting a big brands like Clarins, maybe Minimalist, it's not very easy. And it was giving them the opportunity to be the influencer for those brands, and that will eventually bring them more revenue after the pageant.
It surely did.
Yeah, my intentions were absolutely right, where I want my candidates to make money, because everybody needs money to survive, and you guys have a lot of expenses. Definitely, it's very difficult to maintain this beauty, because you guys are blessed with the beauty, but it needs to be taken care. And I believe that everybody needs to make money, and that was the pure intent. But it's okay. I mean, when you do good, there will always be people who will throw dirt over you.
And you also mentioned about the shoot at the palace. A lot of girls complained during that shoot and even after the pageant that the shoot was very hectic, the environment was not good. A lot of people were questioning you in the organization. Again, a lot of allegations. What do you have to say about that?
People don't understand that. I mean, a lot of people do not know that how it started. They were given 1 day of rest before that, and then eventually the shoot started. Yeah, definitely it was a long shift. I think the makeup started around 2 a.m. and the shoot ended around 6 p.m. in the evening. 1 day prior and 1 day later, they were given the rest. Nobody speaks about that, but they only speak that, okay, it was a long shoot. How would you survive at the international pageant where during the finale days you get 2 or 3 hours of rest? Would you complain that, okay, no, I'm not getting the rest, I would not represent India? I mean, you cannot survive 1 day of shoot, and you're saying that you're going to survive a 22-day or 30-day pageant internationally. No, it's not gonna happen.
It even happens in modeling. You have back-to-back call times at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and then straight for a week.
See, I believe that it happened for the good. We got to know who the negative elements were. It made us filter out the candidates who are not right for the organization, who might not be right for the country.
Right. There were 5 girls who were crowned as the winners. We saw Manika represent India, Roosh, Mehak. But what about the other contestants, Tanya, Amishi?
Their pageant was scheduled for 2026. It was not, we had made it very clear that we're not going to send them very soon. And then they decided it's going to be a very long time. So maybe they would want to focus on the acting part and the other jobs they were doing while continuing the title of the runner-up Miss Universe India.
So do you have other contestants you might send for these pageants?
Maybe we'll decide it once Miss Universe India is done. We'll see that what level of contestants do we get this year, and then eventually we'll take a call.
Now I have this segment where a lot of people have asked you questions. So would you like to move ahead?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
So the first one is, what is the meaning of the name Nikhil?
Okay, I also searched it on Google and it says Nikhil means complete.
Oh, interesting. Yes, one very interesting question which I cannot say word to word, but even I wanted to ask. What do you have to say about the dropout of Miss Grand International title in the year 2024?
Okay, so about Rachel dropping out, see, it's a personal choice. At Glamanand, we do give the right to the candidates that they can take a personal call if it is not aligning with their values, or maybe if they're not willing to do it. And that is how it happened. After Cannes, when we had a great time in Cannes, and Rachel represented us, all of us, beautifully over there. And when I was in India, I came back to India, and eventually I also got to know it through Instagram that she had.
Really?
Yes.
You didn't have a say in that at all?
No, unfortunately, no, because it's a personal call, and I don't think that I would have made any change as well, because it's a personal choice. If she's not willing to, we have to respect her call, because she also has an individual choice. The organization cannot tell her that okay, you should not do that if she's not comfortable with it. So it's a personal call and we stand by it.
But as an organization or as a member, she being a member of the team, was it not necessary to run it through you, or?
It could have been discussed, but what I know that I think things were over the line when I spoke to the family and everybody. So things were definitely over the line and the call had to be taken on immediate basis. And I was in the flight, I had a long flight. So eventually it had to come to me through social media, because the moment I landed and I got to see it on the social media. So I think that even if they would have contacted me, I think I would not have been available.
Makes sense. Okay, so moving on to the next question. I think this one is for me because they are asking how professional is he, and I must tell you, being professional is one thing, being empathetic is other. And during the course of the pageant, I don't have to prove to anybody that how professional he is, but I know there were instances where people obviously questioned the organization, that they're not on time or things are not being delivered on time, and you guys don't know the behind story. I was one of them who was having a major setback during our round amongst all the other contestants, and he spent another few lakhs just to make it happen for us. He booked the studio twice and it was not needed. That was our fault. Our designer could not give us the outfits on time, but he gave a call that you all should not panic at all. Take your time, we'll do it for you another day. And that's why the videos were a little delayed in posting. And otherwise also he's very, very professional. Do you want to say something about that?
See, there is nothing to prove. I believe that as human, whatever I can do, I remember that in Indore when everybody used to question, sir, aap seher kab ja rahe hain? And I used to come back with lots of bags with lot of demands from a lot of contestants. So it makes me happy when I'm able to keep up to their needs, and if they require something from us. As the organization, at least we can do that, and it makes me happy. Even when the national costume, the talent round got delayed, I mean, the right thing was to think of the contestant. A couple of lakhs do not matter. I believe that my candidates matter more to me. At least they'll remember that the organization actually took the blame of the entire world, but they stood by us, and that's what that is. What I feel that that's important.
Yeah, even from Indore, I remember. So we were staying in a property which was secluded from the city. No quick commerce was accessible. So sir used to go to the city, and once he asked anybody wants anything from the store. And within seconds, not even a minute, within seconds, the chat was filled with list of things. It's like, there's no point writing it down, but I still did, because how will you manage so many things for so many people? And by evening, we got a message that everybody assemble in this place, and we saw huge bags and cartons of goods. And he remembered the basic things. I asked for a coconut oil and lip balm, and it was there. It's not like many people did, but whatever little anybody asked for, he made sure that it was there.
That was necessary. I believe that it eased out the need of everybody.
Yeah, it was a great experience, to be honest. Okay, so the next question is, when do you plan on conducting Miss Universe in India?
My wish is to conduct in 2027, but there are a lot of factors which makes it happen. We need the government support. There's a hosting fees that is involved. There's a lot of preparation. So if everything aligns, I would want to, but as of now, I cannot give any confirmation till the time I don't have the confirmation of the necessary things. Because if India is hosting, it has to be hosted royally. India has to show that what Indian hospitality is like.
Yeah, because so many people wanted to know this answer. And from that, I also got another question, like, is everything okay between you and the Miss Universe organization, and even like the people from the Miss Grand International organization?
With Miss Universe organization, we have great bonds. I think they're possibly one of the best people I've worked with. I mean, they're incredibly professional, very, very quick when it comes to any query or any help. So it's very good with MGI also. I think things are good. We did have a communication when I was in Thailand, and it's all good.
That's great to hear. And then a contestant, like a future candidate, wants to know that is 5'5" too short for Miss Universe according to the new standards of Miss Universe?
I believe that you should have the guts to break the standards. You should have the guts to set new standards. And if you think you are capable of it, come for the pageant. And I would be able to support you, because if you have it in you, nobody can stop you.
There were so many people this year, last year, who were breaking.
So many girls who were like possibly 5'2" as well. And I welcome them, because if they are doing good, I would definitely support them.
But does that change your decision making in?
I'll tell you, I would give you an example. Like when Arshina Sumbul came for my pageant Glamour and Supermodel India, everybody thought that, oh, how would she do good at Grand? But we were able to show the world that how good she was as a candidate. Everybody thought that, oh, she's very calm, she's a very calm aura, she'll maybe fit for Miss International. But she did exceptionally good at Miss Grand International. So we know how to. And even when Manika was there, everybody was like, oh, she's soft spoken, how would she do at Miss Universe? And when she was competing, the amount of love she got from all the people, the media, it was incredible.
She truly represented a true Indian woman. She was so good at it. And I think a lot of input was taken in from last year's performance. And then a lot of hard work went behind from you and your team especially.
The hard work is insane, trust me. People just see it, what comes in front. But behind the scenes, they have no idea how much of sleepless night do we spend to actually make a candidate perform like that.
Do you want to share a story behind these preparations that the world is not aware of, and you'd like to tell them?
Okay, so I'll tell you. So what happened that there was a gown for the preliminary, the red gown, you remember, of Manika. So we had multiple options also. So our designer Namod, he gave us multiple options, and Manika tried the gown. I checked the choreography and everything because I had to be sure that the performance is on point because it's a big day. And the last night we tried and we somehow thought that I think there's some changes that are required in the gown. We called the designers at 2:30 a.m. at night. They came. We altered the dress. We made Manika practice the whole night. And we made sure that she's able to balance it. Because when different designs come with different problems, different challenges also. So with that gown, sometimes the stones were able to come under the heels. So we had to strategize that how the walk movement would be so that those stones do not fall under the heels. So that she has a flawless performance. It took us overnight. We customized the dress overnight. We made all the changes, and trust me, the designer was open to it. I was also doubtful that if they would agree. I made them a call. I told them that I would want to make these changes, and the reply I got from them was like, "We believe in you, and if you think that this would make the dress better, we would go ahead with it."
And I think the competition started in the morning.
Oh God, the finale. We had sleepless night for 4 days straight. And I remember Manika, even when she was in the bus, used to call and she would be like, okay, what should be the strategy? What should we do? How should we do? Even a swimsuit walk. Like a lot of people were like, oh my God, she's not giving the energy and all. But if you go and look at the OG Miss Universe era, all the candidates used to have that classy walk. It's Miss Universe, no drama. It has to be classy. And that is what our idea was.
And she beautifully portrayed that. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, I think we've covered some of these already. Somebody wants to know which gown has been your favorite so far, like in the pageant history.
Okay, so I'll be biased. So, you remember the red gown Manika wore for the opening, the universe ceremony? Oh, it's from my own brand, Pristine Luxury. So I would always be biased towards it, and it got enormous views. It got more than 40 million views, and I mean over 100 million views on TikTok and other places. So it will always be my favorite.
Do you want to elaborate a little on your brand?
Okay, so Pristine Luxury we started majorly to help the needs of the candidates to have better stilettos, majorly for the pageantry. And eventually we decided that we'll enter the segment of evening gowns, and later on in the future some different segments as well. But as of now, evening gown and the stilettos that will be there for the pageant candidates so that they get better gowns, better heels, so that it helps them perform better at the international pageant or the national pageant.
Yeah, the heels are pretty comfortable. Like, are there people apart from the pageant industry also interested in the brand?
Some of them did make a query, they do buy. But we are not mass market as of now because we are producing very limited quantity and we are always sold out. That's the best part. So I hope that this keeps going on, but we are going to go massive this year.
All the luck to you for that. Okay, so the next question is, who is your biggest inspiration in the pageant world?
The biggest inspiration, I would not like to limit it to one person because I've learned a lot from so many people. Like from the pageant organizers to the winners to the contestants, and also to the people who make pageants happen behind the scenes, who are the unsung heroes of pageantry. So I believe that I've learned from so many different people that it would be very difficult to name one person.
That was an honest answer. Your favorite Indian pageant queen?
Okay. Indian pageant queen. It's been very recent, so I would name Manika Vishwakarma. She made us very proud, and Rachel Gupta made us win. So I would name multiple people. Rachel made us proud. She won Miss Grand International for us. Trishna Ray won Miss Teen Universe for us. Ayushi Dholakia won Miss Teen International for us. So I would name them as my favorite. So many of them, and some of them like were very close to me. Like there is Manat Sivaj is from Miss Teen category. Riya is very dear to us. And there's so many other girls. Ritika Khatnani was our first Miss Teen India winner. So we have so many girls who are very, very sweet. Arshina, one of the sweetest we had in the pageantry.
And one thing that I'm noticing in these questions is that a lot of people are calling you Nikki. What's the reason behind that? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you have
I
to
do not
say?
like it. Somebody not able to spell my name, you can't repeat it. It's like if I call somebody with the other name, I have stopped responding if somebody doesn't call me with the right name.
So you want to be called as Mr. Nikhil or Mr. Nikhil Anand?
Absolutely. Why would I want some other country's person to define how my name should be taken?
Not even a nickname for that matter.
I don't have a nickname. I'm happy with Nikhil.
So people, you're hearing that Mr. Nikhil Anand is the full name.
Yes.
Okay, so the next question is, this comes from a pageant page. So they're asking your top 3 favorite pageant pages, the ones who support you a lot.
Okay, I don't want to get into a war. I'm deeply honored to everybody. I understand that we also started small and we have grown this far. So I value even the smallest of the pages because their contribution, their efforts matter a lot. So my deepest respect to everybody who has been the part of our journey and who is the part of our journey. Thank you so much. And I'm saying it very, very honestly. Even if you have 500 followers or if you have 500k followers, I mean, I value you both.
And there was another question, like from 2 people. They were saying that they are from a pageant page and you've blocked them. What's the reason? They were saying, please unblock, please unblock.
Okay, so I would like to clarify. I want to keep myself away from the negativity. Criticism is welcomed. I accept that. But hatred, I would want to keep myself away. Rather than responding, I simply block to keep myself away because sometimes you're actually working very, very hard and some negative things may cause hindrance. And I don't want that to happen to my life. I want to be at peace. I want to focus on my work and let the world decide that how my work is.
Makes sense. But if these pages are listening to this conversation, make sure that you do not do that to anybody because there's already
because
so
sometimes
much.
it takes a toll over people who are working day and night. Imagine you're working day and night and somebody comes and says that, oh, you're good for nothing. Oh, if you don't like something, please address it in the right manner. Please address in the right manner for the candidates because you don't know what they're going through. Maybe they're having a bad day and seeing these comments may break their heart. They may feel very, very low. So let's be empathetic. Let's be kind. I see it not only on my pageant page, I see it on many other pageants also. They start bashing. It's okay. I mean, criticism is absolutely fine. We respect the public opinion, but we have to make sure that it also is addressed in the right manner.
Right. For anybody, not even just the organization. I've seen it for queens. That happens to them a lot. And imagine you being in something that important and then people start criticizing you. I don't think that makes sense at all.
Yes.
Okay, so moving on to the next question. Sanvi Sharma, our contestant from this year and last year, has asked, who is the most beautiful woman in the world?
Okay. Oh, she keeps bombarding with the tough questions. Okay, so with all of us, I mean, we majorly see our first love as the most beautiful woman, which is mostly our mother. And I would like to maintain that because there is nobody more beautiful than a mother.
Truly honest answer. I think that's true for every person on this
Because the
earth.
first person we fall in love with is our mother, and the first lady we see or we grow up with is our mother, and there's nobody in the world who can replace a mother.
Absolutely true. Somebody again asked me, how does he treat everyone? I don't think I have to answer that again and again. It's
Okay, I am pretty ignorant at times as well.
sometimes.
Yeah, pretty ignorant because I am there for my people. But because I'm very, very busy, my intention is not to ignore people. But sometimes I have to choose that if I want to focus on my work, I have to keep responding. So it depends that at what time am I being contacted. Yeah, but in person, I am sure that I would not give anybody a bad experience being with me.
Best time to contact you because I genuinely want to know that.
Best time to contact me, I work until very late. So after midnight, majorly, I get little free. But I know a lot of people sleep by then. A lot of friends of mine who contact me, they majorly contact me after midnight.
That's the best time to contact him. Do you respond to Instagram requests?
Oh, it's very random, trust me. Sometimes I can just simply accept the request, I can reply. Sometimes I
Just
don't.
let it be. Okay, so the next question is one thing bad about Nikhil sir. Do you want to answer that?
One thing bad about me. One thing bad about me is that I can choose only few winners. It breaks a lot of hearts that night.
And apart from the professional life, anything bad about you?
Oh, I eat a lot of chocolates. If you be in my,
I was about to say that if
if
you
you
would
be around me, you're gonna have lots of sweets.
I can truly vouch for this answer because I've seen him having like liters of Coke in a day and then chocolates in place of meals.
Absolutely. And anybody around me, you get to have a lot of sweets.
It was difficult. Do you imagine like you are preparing contestants for international pageant at the same time you're offering them so many sweets?
I understand, but it also tests that how determined my contestants.
How was I?
How's?
I like responding to these desserts because for Manika, I know her metabolism so good. No matter how much she eats, she won't gain it.
See, it also happens with the age also. When you're pretty younger, your body has higher metabolism and it always responds in a very, very positive manner. So I think that by the time we start aging, I think we need to be more careful about what we eat.
But your metabolism is still good.
Yeah, because I work a lot. You take a lot of stress, you won't gain weight.
You'll get some dark circles for sure.
I'm working on it. I'm getting to sleep now.
That's good for you and for us. Okay, so the next question is according to you, sir, what are the strategies that people for international pageants should keep in mind?
See, for the international pageant, the only strategy I would say that work in the coordination with the team. Because you might be good at your work, the team is good at your work. It has to be a teamwork. It cannot be an individual work. Because the moment that coordination breaks, it gets very, very difficult. So it's very important that both the parties must be respected and it has to be a teamwork. And different times need different strategy. Every year can bring something new and you have to be very, very smart, very, very quick with the strategies.
Okay, we are almost towards the end. I think, yeah, we've almost covered everything. The questions are about blocking or you acquiring more franchisees, and again from Grand International and Universe that we've talked about. Let's quickly move on to the last and the final segment. That's the rapid fire round. So you can't think much, you have to answer
I'm
very
ready.
quickly. Okay. Favorite Miss Universe India winner post 2010 and before you got the franchisee?
Favorite Miss Universe India winner post?
2010 and before you got the franchisee?
It would be Harnaz Kaur Sandhu. She made all of us proud. She's the daughter of the country and we must celebrate her as much as we can.
Every day she is like new crush of India. She's so good
She
at
deserves to be. Why not? She's the Miss Universe.
And after her debut, I mean, people are falling for her even more, even the people who didn't know her from the industry.
Absolutely.
So the next question is, shadiest trick to stand out that you've seen?
Shadiest trick to stand out? In my pageant or anywhere else?
Anywhere.
That's something I need to think. Shadiest trick. Sometimes contestants try to speak bad and try to narrate a made-up story to get noticed so that people remember that, okay, she came and informed me about these things. So they also try to sabotage someone else's performance, someone else's chances, and they also get remembered by the organization. This happens a lot of times.
Happened with you?
It happens a lot with me. A lot of people come with me, but I have a very different approach. I believe that I need to know both sides of the story. Last year also, somebody came and narrated a story about one of the candidates during the pageant. And definitely they backed out before the finale.
So we know like the number of names.
And eventually I got to know that the poor girl who was being targeted, she had recorded the voice, which was apparently the proof. But eventually before I got it, they had forcefully asked her to delete it.
Glad that the truth is out to you, though. Okay, one underrated quality in a contestant.
One underrated quality, sometimes people think that okay, the more you try to impress the national director or the team is going to work. No. You need to focus over your pageant preparation, you need to focus over your performance. We care for that. And if you're even into yourself, if you just take care of what is required, you don't need to go the extra mile to impress the organization, because if you're deserving, you will get the crown.
The next is a pretty interesting one. Ria or Manika?
Okay, in 2024, Ria, 2025, Manika.
You have to answer one without giving any reasons.
Ria or Manika? We are in 2026, so none. We have the new queen coming up.
Choose one.
Now Ria is an actor. Manika is still a pageant girl, so Manika.
Dream celebrity judge for Miss Universe India. Pitch them out.
The dream celebrity is to judge Miss Universe India. Okay, I would choose Sachin Tendulkar. Everybody I have dreamt of meeting, I would choose them. I would choose Brad Pitt.
Oh, interesting.
Then celebrities, I would call maybe Kirshana Gray would be great. Sushmita Sen forever, because she is the OG Indian queen. And then from the international pageant, Priyanka Chopra.
I hope they hear this.
Oh, absolutely, you're most welcome.
Okay, so the next question is, engineering friends or pageant contestants, who do you like to hang out more with?
Engineering friends, honestly, because that group of mine is very, very chilled out, like no politics. But pageantry somehow also ends up bringing negativity in some of the brains. But yeah, definitely the girls are incredible, and we understand that they are also humans, that sometimes things do take over their head. But yeah, I enjoy more with my engineering friends.
Do they ever think of you like, oh my god, Nikhil, Anand, the celebrities here? Or do they treat you like?
I don't behave like one, because I believe that they're still my friends. I want to be treated the way I was treated earlier, and I love to host them.
That's true friendship indeed. Okay, so the next question is, one thing you'd ban from Indian pageants forever.
One thing I would ban from Indian pageantry forever. That's a difficult question. I would like to. I need to think about it. If I see, there can be better answers, but I have to ban one thing for sure. I would ban the online trolling, because it takes a lot. During the pageantry, I believe that if anybody trolls somebody online or targets somebody online, because this year I saw that one of the candidates was live and somebody was slut shaming the girl, and I believe that these should be banned, and there should be strict rules that people should be held accountable. They should be put behind the bars.
True. One most awkward stage moment you've ever experienced.
Awkward stage moment. Oh yes, I remember we had a pageant once, and unfortunately the team forgot to tell the designer where to stand, and unfortunately had to stand, all the contestants walked by. It got a little bit embarrassing for the designer.
I would also say what happened this year.
Oh yes, so when I was opening the locker, somebody moved the keys from upside down, and I didn't know that it from the fingerprint it went to the manual mode. And it was quite embarrassing. So I would always say that even the smallest of the changes cannot let your locker be just stolen.
But the production take care of it like pretty well. They managed it. Okay, one guilty pleasure.
Chocolates.
Desserts. Most ridiculous sponsor demand that you've ever had.
With me, I don't think sponsors demand ridiculous things because they know that I'm very, very strict with my principles. So, nothing yet. Nobody has ever asked anything. Yes, one of the sponsors demanded to be the judge, but I was very clear that no, unfortunately, no.
There were a lot of speculations around the sponsors also this year, last year also, that some sponsors are not right for the organization to be a part of, or they're not right with the girls. What do you have to say about that?
At my pageant, I believe that there were very limited interaction with the sponsor. Until the pageant, definitely there is very limited. After the pageant, if somebody goes and communicates with them directly, I think we're not accountable for it. We always advise that you must take us into consideration before you connect for anything with the sponsor. And as far my experience has been, no sponsor dares to cross the line.
Did any girl ever complain to you about it?
They did. Honestly, there also has been complaints like somebody claimed to be one of the judge and they started texting the girls. And it was very clear. So from this year, it's very clear that these things should not be entertained. Nobody has the power to control your destiny at the pageant. So make sure don't fall for it. Don't fall for the false promises by anybody who claims or is the part of my team or my organization.
Nice one. Okay, wildest contestant wardrobe malfunction, and how did you handle that?
Okay, so it happened during Miss Teen Diva once. The candidate was there, and luckily I had this clear comm with me on my judging table, and I somehow understood that there's going to be the wardrobe malfunction, and I immediately instructed blackout. Within next 1 second, even before the wardrobe malfunction could happen, it was just blacked out.
So it never went live.
It never went live, and immediately the live team was also asked to stop the live immediately, because in case sometimes cameras have the night vision which naked eyes cannot see, sometimes cameras can show it, so we made sure that it was immediately stopped.
So much to be a national director. Okay, how long from now do you see yourself hosting pageants?
Maybe a couple of months. Hosting pageants in India.
Oh no, I mean, from like you must be having future plans for yourself. So how long do you see yourself as a national director, and when do you plan on leaving this industry or a national director post?
I've not thought of it as of now. I would definitely venture into different things. I want to be a filmmaker in future. So I would continue that, but I love pageantry, so I don't think there's anytime soon I would be leaving it.
People must be relieved after hearing that. Okay, are pageants relevant? Are pageant pages relevant in determining the victory or placement of contestants?
No, I don't think it matters. See, we all as humans can have our own opinions, and we respect that. They can have their own opinions, and I think most of the pageant pages also hype the girls who are actually doing good. But yeah, they also lack seeing the girls in person. So I believe that what they see online, they determine their favorites and their hot picks according to that. So that's their judgment. And what happens over here, sometimes it's mostly the same. Many times it's the same, because what is seen online is also happening offline. So sometimes the results do match and sometimes it does not.
And I remember during the pageants, a few girls were speculating that other girls have paid these pages to promote them.
It does happen. See, there's always strategy. PR strategies sometimes do work to get noticed, but it cannot make you win.
And how does that fit into your mind? Like, is it good? Is it not good?
See, it's an individual choice. If that gets them eyeballs, if it gives them the amount of reach that they require, it's good for them. See, PR is never bad, because even if they do not win it, they're reaching a lot of different people. It may come up with different opportunities. They may come up with different brand collaborations. It's never wrong.
So, a lot of tips for people who might want to, be a part of pageants in the coming
During the pageant, I would only say that focus on your pageant preparation. That is more important, because the more you focus over your pageant preparation, that is only going to help you. PR and other things can actually follow even after the pageant. But yeah, if you're strategizing, because for most of the girls, it's the pageant period when they actually get noticed a lot. So it's their call. I mean, I'm good with it.
Okay, biggest mistake you've made on this job?
Biggest mistake. Maybe I would say that I think I trusted the candidates a lot sometimes. I think I should have binded or made the agreements much prior to the time that we actually did. I think it would have reduced a lot of chaos and a lot of losses that we incurred. Because last year also a lot of contestants did not fulfill the sponsor deliverables and it actually backfired us. So sometimes it is important to actually be very, very strict, and sometimes kindness is not taken in the right manner.
So you incurred a lot of monetary loss as
It
well?
does happen, a lot of monetary loss.
So the last question, an awkwardly funny moment a contestant created for you.
Oh, we do have a lot of funny contestants, and that's a good part. I mean, I do appreciate them for being funny because humor brings happiness, and I always admire that. So it's good to sometimes be very, very funny and sometimes be very chilled out because it also takes out their stress and our stress as well.
Did they ever made you feel awkward or like blush or anything?
Some it does happen at times because definitely it's a good environment, it's a good healthy environment where we have the liberty to communicate in a very chilled manner at times. So it's good. I mean, I can't remember anything specific, but yeah, it's a good environment altogether.
We're almost towards the end. One question that popped up in my head was, how was it being on the other side of the table today?
Oh, it's absolutely good. I think it's my first podcast and I really enjoyed it. I always had a vision that I'm not going to go to any random podcast, but because it is from our pageant contestant, so I would have loved to be here, and it's with a great pleasure I would say that it was a fun conversation with you.
I hope we get to hear from you soon.
Thank you so much. I would definitely.
And it was my first episode. To have you was my honor. If you liked watching this video, make sure to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you very soon with other interesting, informative guests.